Hey everybody! Welcome to a new game that I have just received. It is my birthday as of recording this, and Lucian of all people decided to send me Sandwalkers, which has been on my radar for a long while. Um, Funnily enough, I discovered this game through a Facebook ad of all things. Language. I don't know, man. Do I want to be able to understand what I'm looking at? Holy shit. Guys, game of the fucking year already. They start with the master volume at 50%, so the game doesn't immediately blow up your fucking speakers. These guys are fucking brilliant. Holy shit, I'm actually impressed by this. Nah, you know what? I'm leaving it there. I'm leaving it there. Developers of Sandwalkers, you guys are fucking brilliant, and I love you already. Keyboard shortcuts. Right click is no. C is caravan. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Well, the devs of Sandwalkers would be Goblins Studio.
Goblin Studio, you guys are fucking based. M for map, L for log. Got it. Let's start a new caravan, shall we? The symbol is a dung beetle
As one
rolling a
macabre
thing.
proverb says, for newborns the sun has always existed. They do not know it only just appeared. For us, the expanse of chaotic weather known as the Fithy has always existed. Yet it is only 3 centuries old. That is enough, however, to forget the pleasant weather of antiphythic legends. The shade of Umama, mother of all trees. To recover this mythical past, the Makar tribe sent caravans into the Fithy on a one-way trip east. It was their foolhardy hope that the lost Umama be found, as only Umama could restrain the Fithy.
Let's go find the Umama. Simply imagine. Wisdom gone with the wind, time erasing the scenery, all knowledge lost and erased. I speak of us, our bodies, our minds, our world. Are we merely supported by giants of old? No, for we are the ones carrying them forward. Oh, how frail they are, as fragile as crystals, as delicate as a butterfly's wings, as ephemeral as a footprint in a sand dune. Listen to the story of Tallulah, botanist of the 7th Caravan. Take on this knowledge, add to it, refine it, then pass it on once again, and let it make its way down the gentle slope of existence. Soon after the start of their journey, a storm had taken the 7th Caravan by surprise. Separated from her peers, Tallulah sought refuge, but only ended up buried in sand. When the storm passed, she re-emerged, having consumed what little resources she had. Supplies are at the heart of survival for caravaneers. Tallulah's are depleted, and she is in danger. Each move has an associated supply cost. When caravaneers run out of supplies, their health gets consumed instead, which may lead to tragedy. Current goal. Compass points to it in a straight line, but it may lack precision or be totally absent depending on the information at your disposal. Okay, so I can't even really trust the compass entirely.
Current objective: survive.
Okay. Is that a cactus? Cactus is yummy. I can eat cactus. Some cacti are edible. This is basic Uwandian knowledge critical to the survival of macaw caravans. These did not taste of much, but caravaneers knew not to expect much, and Tallulah even more so. Hold right click to move the camera while keeping caravan still. Use this to scale for objectives and plan your route. Current goal is in the southeast. Okay, way over there.
There's another. Well, that one looks like it counts as being edible. A watchtower?
Watchtower
Scouting
gives sight.
plane.
Okay. After crawling alone for ages, Tallulah finally reached the Sea of Sand where she had been separated from her caravan. Tellers she recalled from her childhood would talk of antiphytic legends regarding the seas of sand, which had once supposedly been covered in water. The grains of sand would have merely been the dust of seashells laying at the bottom. Movement is
They're so difficult terrain. That makes sense. So plan which way costs the least. Huh. Well, bug meat is at least high in high in protein, so that definitely can be helpful. But a village. Oh, that's the caravan. But it looks like
Tallulah
it's
wasn't
wrecked.
surprised, but could not refrain from feeling some measure of disappointment. Hoping for the impossible was, after all, what fueled the caravans. There was no place for prudishness. Tallulah gathered what remained of the cargo, that is to say, not much at all. As Tallulah prayed, she thought she heard the sand whine. One would sometimes hear the dunes cry, but this thought was quickly wiped away as something emerged from the sand. The Protector had survived.
Makes hope a crucial resource.
Many different situations can give or take hope. In addition, various levels of hope can trigger buffs, debuffs, and special events. Hooray, we got a Protector. Sweet.
Baba Oriflon. Oh, a well.
Well.
Are those things down there edible? Spell they can cast once they've been used. Regain them once by resting in town. Use wisely. So Tallulah's seems to be more for survival. Ah, now you could technically refresh it with Tallulah's. Oh, that's a big range, okay. A piece of cactus. What did that say?
5 supplies when used. Combat! How would I position? Do I just... Oh, I can swap them. Okay. I'll move... Yeah, I think we'll go with this.
Shield regenerates at the end of the fight, but health does not. That's why the Protector's skill is Shields Up, which gives you shield at the start of a fight. Stuns it. Killed it by just looking at it.
You wanna be dead. Among the desert predators, Gigant scouts were ones a protector could defeat. This confrontation carried high stakes. However, if they managed to return to their colony, it would bring back a veritable flood of voracious insects just a few days later. Sometimes one must strike preemptively. No caravan is truly equipped to confront the Fithi when it sets out. Each caravaneer builds up experience, which is then shared and redistributed within the group. One Ironmancy is quite convenient for this. Click on a caravaneer to spend experience. Okay. Leveling up a caravaneer improves their attributes and potentially their attacks and exploration skills. They may even gain new ones. Okay. Ooh, new skill. Okay.
Deadwood Book Protected. Shield of Disintegration. Is diverted to the protecting ally. Okay, so infested is your damage vulnerability. That's a big chunk of shield to lose from one attack. that wind aesthetic for the acquiring skill.
Nah, this game is nice already. Um,
A small herd. Is that a town? I think that's a town.
could be a town. The Macaw generally say the seventh caravan was swallowed whole and would forever sleep under the Uwandian sands. We tellers, however, always favor more open-ended interpretations. Had Tallulah entrusted her secrets to our ancestors, or was this a mere fantasy of tellers in search of the improbable, transmitted and transformed through the generations? It falls on you now to bear the weight of this question and many more still. Why had the Fithi appeared? What happened to Umama, who once covered Uwando in her cool shade? How may we erase the one while recovering the other? It falls on you to light the path for future generations. Good luck, Macaw. Hold on to hope, for nothing will stop the caravans from moving forward, not even death.
In truth, caravanners could not reach Umama. No one could. These trips were simply meant to expand their knowledge of the world, the Fithi, and other tribes. Then, to use homing scarabs to send all these memories back to the Crystal Library. However, as time passed, hope was waning, like nature in the desert. This sacrifice was proving too much. The Macaw needed a sign. A sign such as this. We call it a fragment, an ancient artifact belonging to an ancient tribe, destroyed by the Fithi, who would carve their history in stone. If the caravans could find more, we might learn what circumstances created the Fithi, and thus, how to beat it.
Apart from finding Umama herself, finding fragments are the greatest discoveries you can make. Help you understand the origins of the Fithi and how to permanently defeat it.
Well, so far, that's... Do you recall that butterfly attracted by our fire's ardent flame? Oh well, said he. Better to shine for a second than to live in the shadows. Could that butterfly even imagine? Could it even imagine that in burning it would carry away the entire forest?
Hmm. I am guessing that is the tutorial complete. Yeah! Tale of the Seventh, complete the tutorial. Okay. You are in the city tree of Laquasi. This is where your journey begins. Locations such as cities are the perfect place to find quests. Most important quests can span several generations. Uwando was once covered by the branches of Umama, the mother tree. The climate that would eventually become the Fithi was appeased by her presence. It only became a realm of chaos haunted by violent winds and storms after what the legend describes as Umama's death. We found ourselves in the sunset of Uwando, which meant Umama was towards the east. Together, we were the Macaw caravan. The search for any trace of Umama was enough to justify our journey. Hard to imagine a world without the Fithi's relentless assault, but that Still, that hope would feed our will to live. Helping others bolsters reputations, leads to discoveries. Okay, well, that's where we're going to end this session, boys and girls. Soon enough, we will set out on our journey. Is there a save button, or does this game just save automatically?
I think it's one of those games that saves after every motion you do, kind of like Darkest Dungeon, so you can't just save scum it.
Fair. Anyway, we'll see you guys next time.